Hello you guys, it is Dana. Welcome back to Decorate with Dana. Today's video we are doing probably our last and final shop with me for Christmas 2025. I am at home, and I had said in a video a couple videos back that I was going to do a shop with me there. So I wanted to just go in and see what they have. I'm not necessarily looking for anything. I pulled out my Christmas bins yesterday, and it's actually overwhelming because there's so much stuff. I did get rid of a lot last year, but I don't really need that much. I don't need anything, but I just want to go in there and see if there's anything that catches my eye, and then I'll bring you back to my house and I will show you. I did already decorate the coffee bar, and I think that would be the only video that you guys would have seen so far, decorating wise, I think. But anyways, the only thing I am kind of looking for is some more ornaments for my main family room tree, but if I don't find any, I have plenty. So without further ado, let's go into at home and see what they have for Christmas 2025. Before we go any further, I kindly wanted to thank MIDI Health for sponsoring today's video. Aging well means you don't have to do it alone. It means having the right data, the right team, and the right care. And that is exactly what MIDI offers. I recently had an appointment with a MIDI clinician, and it was so helpful. Navigating through perimenopause hasn't been easy, but my clinician was able to talk me through some of the symptoms I have been experiencing. She went over all my options, from hormone replacement, prescription medications, and supplements, all of which can be adjusted as our bodies change. Beyond the basic labs, it's also important to check our hormones, our thyroid, our cholesterol, blood sugar, and inflammation. It's important to track your progress, have follow-up visits, and have your labs retested to see what may be working and what would need to be tweaked. MIDI clinicians are specialists in women's health, and visits are insurance covered where available. If you've had your labs tested and everything was normal, but you don't quite feel normal, that is where your Age Well visit can help. Basic annual labs and solutions can just cause confusion and be a waste of money. With your Age Well visit, you can speak to an expert clinician, get quarterly labs, and targeted supplements in one plan. After my visit, I now have a clearer understanding of what is happening and how to start feeling better. Be sure to schedule your Age Well visit by clicking the link in my description box, and thank you again to MIDI for sponsoring today's video. Okay, just got out of At Home. They have so much stuff. I think what I love the most about At Home is like everything is like color coordinated, like all the silver, all the gold, all the red and whites. Like it's really organized in there, so I do like that. But I find it a little pricey, and out of all of the stuff that they have, I only found a few little things. I found a few ornaments for my forest animal tree, which I do every year as one of my Christmas trees. I love that tree so much, so I just pick up a few extra ornaments every year to add to it. I always use what I already have, but I just wanted to add a couple of ornaments to that. And then I got one other thing, so I'll share all that with you when I get home. But in this same plaza is also Michael's, and I have not checked out Michael's Christmas decor yet. So I think we're going to head over there, and we will add Michael's into this shop with me also. and it's the next day, and I just wanted to share with you quickly what I picked up. So like I said, I ran into At Home. It was awesome. They have so much stuff. It's organized, it's color coordinated. They have a million trees, a million outdoor decor, just nothing that I really loved, but I did pick up a few things because I do the forest animal tree in my, that one's probably gonna go in my dining room. Sometimes I put it in my office, and it's a pretty neutral tree, but it's just different forest animals. So I did pick up this little porcupine ornament. I thought he was really cute. Just got the little Santa hat. In general though, that tree is a very neutral tree, but that was $4.99. And then I picked up this little fox. I thought at first it was, I went back and forth on is this a deer or a fox. Oh, the only reason I said a deer is because it had little spots, but it is a fox. And I just thought this was really cute. This one was also $4.99. I think the only thing that frustrates me about at home is there's never a sale unless it's like the end of the season. Like I like to know that Hobby Lobby I'm getting 50% off, or you know, Michael's I'm getting 40% off. So there's just never a sale until like when I went in yesterday, it was the 30th of October and all the Halloween was 50% off. So like Christmas will probably be 50% off, you know, a few days before Christmas. So I want the sale now. And then I did pick up this little bear ornament. How cute is he? He just has the little wreath around his neck. So those are 3 ornaments for my forest animal tree. And then I did pick up this beautiful dough bowl candle, and it is in the scent Tis the Season. And let's see, I don't know if it's different scent levels, so I don't know if it goes like top, middle, down, or if it's like top, middle, down. I'm not really sure, but the top says apple, the middle says spice, and the base says amber. So anyways, I just thought this was really pretty, and I like that you can then use the bowl. So this was $39, but they also had a really pretty one shaped like a Christmas tree. But this, at least I can get use out of all year once the candle is gone. I can refill it with more wax and make another candle, or just use this for fruit or something. Okay, that was everything from at home. Michael's, let's talk about Michael's. And I did not expect this. I expected to fly into Michael's real quick. They had some really good items. They had a lot of the flocked ornaments. I did not get any, but they have a multiple different colors of the infamous flocked ornaments. They had a lot. I was impressed, but a couple of things that I did pick up, again, for my forest animal tree, which will be like that whole room, because the whole room then will be a little bit more on the neutral side. I will be doing color. I will be doing burgundies and reds and everything the rest of the house, but that room does tend to stay a little bit more neutral because the tree is more neutral, but there can be pops of red and stuff in there. But anyways, they had these beautiful flocked trees. They came in this color, a dark brown, and then like a brown, like an in-between brown. I thought these were gorgeous. And this was $34.99, but it was 40% off. So I got this. And then also in that same flocked section was this deer. So this is one of the browns that like this tree comes in, and then there's one in between. But I just thought this was beautiful. These two like next to each other are gorgeous. This was also $34.99. Love the detailing of like the wreath around his neck. I just thought this was beautiful. So picked up these. They're still a little pricey because $34.99 with 40% off, they're still around $20. But I really want one more of these trees, but I think I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna see if they tend to go, or if they happen to go on sale a little bit more. But did get these. I did pick up some of these berry picks, which I think are so beautiful. These are like frosted berry picks. I don't love glittery looking snowy picks. These are like frosted, sugared kind of, so beautiful. Just picked up 2 of these because you can use these alone, or you can use them, you can pop them in with other greenery for a nice little red touch. I think they're beautiful. And these were $9.99, but again, they were 40% off. And I just picked up 2 for now. I may end up getting some more, but I thought 2 was a good start. They also have them in pick size, which I may go back and get some because I definitely like to have a little, to put them in your garland or in your tree or something. I think they would be beautiful. And then the next thing I picked up was this garland with this, it has the velvet bows and the velvet beads. So beautiful. I think on a mantle, or I picked up 3 of them because I may even put them around my tree. I'm not really sure, but I picked up 3 for now because I have a feeling these might sell out. We all know bows are like super popular and trendy, but I just thought this was so beautiful. I think that layered on with a greenery garland on a mantle would be stunning. So I did pick up 3 of these. They were $19.99, 40% off. The next thing I picked up was this really beautiful picture of, it looks like a very vintage picture. The frame itself does not look vintage to me, but the picture itself, I love how it's like kind of just like a sketched picture of a tree with Santa Claus next to it. I love that it's just black and white and simple. I think this will be so beautiful layered with maybe another picture, leaning up against a mirror or something, or maybe on the mantle. I just really, really pretty. This was $34.99, again with the 40% off. And then the last 2 things you may have already seen if you saw my Christmas coffee bar decorate with me, but I did get this really pretty gingerbread tree. I love the bottom is like gingerbread, the striped gingerbread. This looks like whipped cream, and then it has just like, it looks like the little cookie, gingerbread cookie star at the top. Put this on my coffee bar because I did do all gingerbread theme. I don't have the price on here anymore, but I'll make sure I have it linked down below. But I did think that this was so, so pretty on the coffee bar. And then the last thing on the coffee bar is this mug. I just have stirring spoons in here right now. These did not come with it. But just the mug with the little gingerbread handle. Love that this is like the neutral kind of gingerbread. It's not super like tons of color or anything, because I have put a lot of the Pottery Barn gingerbread houses and stuff on the coffee bar, which do not have a ton of color. So I liked that these kind of blended right in with those. So I picked this up. I think this was $12.99 with the 40% off. Okay, you guys, this is the last and final shop with me for Christmas 2025 at home in Michael's. Don't skip out on either one of them, but Michael's especially. I was really shocked by some of the really beautiful decor that they have there. I'm going to be running those clips. They're not going to be put to, I'm not going to talk or anything. I'm just going to let you look at everything. And then, you know, I met you here to share with you what I found. But anyways, now we are just on to decorating. So like I said, I did do the coffee bar. If you did not see that, I'm going to have it linked down below. And we are moving on with the rest of the house and getting it all festive for Christmas. So if you are new here and you are excited for Christmas decorating, I hope you will consider subscribing and follow me over on Instagram at Decorate with Dana. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.